Hi, I'm Glen Hiemstra from Futurist.com. People who study demographics and generational theory have suggested that the current generation, the so-called millennial generation, now aged about 10 to about 30, will be an activist generation. If you've been watching what's going around the world in this year in particular, the Arab uprising, Arab Spring, for example, you might begin to think, well, that might be true. Maybe they will be an activist generation. In the short video that follows, the office manager for Futures.com, Mallory Smith, a recent graduate from the University of Washington, interviews Priyanka Jain, a high school student, about Priyanka's amazing new startup to coalesce student volunteers from all around the world. I think you'll find this video very interesting.
I'm Mallory Smith with Futures.com, and we are here with Priyanka Jain to talk about iCAREweCARE. So how did you get started with iCAREweCARE? What is it?
So iCAREweCARE is a global network of high school and college students who have decided that they're going to get active in their communities. But the way it's taking a new spin on community service, because as high schoolers, we have a requirement of community service. At my school, I have to do 60 hours through high school. And a lot of students have come to see this as a burden, don't really know how to handle it, and end up kind of volunteering at whatever place they can find. And what iCAREweCARE does is it allows them to find opportunities that they're actually interested in, and then encourages them to do it with their friends and make community service something that they can enjoy doing. So on a local level, they can have fun with their friends, volunteer, and make a difference for something that they actually care about. And on a global level, they can engage in this global conversation. So iCAREweCARE has worked through Facebook to create a social network. So all students are connected to their friends and can see what their friends care about and where their friends are volunteering. And they can also see students around the world who have questions about how different global issues are affecting different countries. And so we can start engaging around the world with students our age and understanding a more global perspective on global issues.
Okay, nice. Have you noticed any trends in what type of things people are volunteering for?
I have been surprised that students are really interested in everything. There's really no one thing that all students are really passionate about. I think that's so exciting because we're creating this generation of leaders who are going to make a difference in every single way.
Okay, awesome. And what is your ultimate goal? What do you hope to achieve with iCAREweCARE?
I hope that we can get every student to first care about something bigger than ourselves, and then to understand that we are at a time in our lives where we can make such a big impact. Because as students, we're always told that we have potential or the ability to eventually do something in our lives that's going to be meaningful. But I think it's so important that students get involved now and understand that it's awesome that we have this idealistic approach to the world, and bringing that to nonprofits and helping nonprofits remember that the goal really is to achieve like universal education and universal health care, all of these things that don't really exist right now, and people look at with all of these barriers financially, geographically, politically, and students don't see that. And I think that's beautiful, and I think that if we can get all students to feel empowered and really just do something, I think we'll be in a much better place.
And what made you decide to do just college and high school?
So the idea was that students in general have the most pressure to kind of do something, but then don't do anything about it, right? So that's confusing, but the idea is that we're forced to do something about it, but we don't do anything that we care about. So I thought that if we could get this group of students who are already doing something and then harness that power to do something better, it would be taking energy that already exists, but using it for a better reason.
And how long have you had this going?
It's been since May of 2011, but we built our team and started working on it since July of 2010, and we have been building the website and getting students involved and setting up chapters, and we officially launched the site in May.
Oh, okay. And have you seen any snowball type of growth so
Yeah,
far?
I mean, wherever the chapters get started, there are like tons of students immediately sign up because, I mean, since it's a social network, the more people whose friends are on it, the more people are going to get on it. But that's basically how it's worked. And so we have about 15 chapters around the world.
Around the world. Okay. Like where abroad?
So abroad, we have one in Greece, we have one in Italy, I think. We have one in Turkey, and one in Britain.
So how does someone get started with it? How do you log on and get involved?
So just by going to iCareweCare.org, they just sign up. They use their Facebook account to sign up, so you don't actually have to put in any of your friends. The whole network's already there, and you just create a password and you choose what global issues you care about, and then it provides you with all of the opportunities in your community that address those issues. And then it'll show you all of your friends that care about the same things that you do and where they've been volunteering. And you can start you can click the little like join me button to join them to go volunteer together. And then you can join the global conversations about all the different issues as well.
So what does it mean to start a chapter and become a leader, and how would you do that?
So if a student wants to become a leader, they go to the Contact Us button at the bottom of the page, and they select Apply to be a leader. And by applying, they just simply fill out their name and where they live and how old they are and if they're in high school or college. And then it immediately sends us an email, and we'll be able to send them all of the information on the organization, all of the ways to get their friends to sign up, and basically everything that they need to start the chapter. What they have to do on their own is to find the nonprofits in their area that they think that students will enjoy volunteering. So if they start with an initial one organization for each issue and then get their friends online, each of the idea is that it's student produced. So students will start to put up where they volunteered in all of the different categories, and the database will grow, and then they can get more of their students involved as well.
Okay, so just like putting the website of whatever volunteer opportunity online and letting people know about it.
Yeah, so it's really simple. Once you're a leader, you can just click add an organization. Actually, anybody can add an organization, and you simply fill out the name of the organization, where it's located, and the email address, and if you know somebody there, contact, and it automatically gets uploaded to the database, and then anyone in your area will be able to go volunteer there.
Nice. Okay, thank you.
Perfect.